The Olympus Trip AF 51 is an auto everything 35mm film point and shoot camera released in 2002. As such, it's a very modern camera, and it is very likely to be found in pretty good condition, just like this one. Having said that, the body is made of plastic and is very prone to damage. It means, however, that the camera is very light and portable. It features a 28mm glass lens with an inbuilt lens cap. The lens cap is also how the camera is turned on and off. The minimum focusing distance of this camera is 0.8 meters and the maximum aperture is f5.6. The viewfinder is very large and bright with very visible frame lines. There is no parallax guide though. However, since the viewfinder is directly above the lens, you only have to worry about the vertical axis. Besides, at 28mm focal length and with the 0.8 meter minimum distance, you really don't have to worry that much about parallax error. The film is loaded from the back as usual. The back door is opened by pulling the latch on the side. The camera accepts 35mm film and automatically reads the DX code. It only has two DX code settings though, so it would either class your film as a 400 speed or a 100/200 speed. If the film doesn't have a DX code, then it would assume it's a 100 speed ISO film. The film automatically winds to the first frame when the back is closed and rewinds automatically when the last frame has been shot. There is also a rewind button at the bottom of the camera for rewinding the film mid-roll. The shutter release button is on top of the camera in the usual place. Pressing it halfway activates the red eye reduction light and pressing it all the way releases the shutter. The shutter speed ranges between a 40th to 140th of a second. The camera auto advances to the next frame after every shutter release and is indicated by the frame counter window right next to the shutter release button. There is a self timer button as well, which is right next to the shutter release button. The camera features an inbuilt flash, which is fully automatic and activates itself in low light. There is a flash ready light next to the viewfinder at the back of the camera, and just underneath that is the low battery indicator light. Talking of battery, the camera is powered by two AA batteries that are loaded at the bottom edge of the camera. Also on the bottom is a standard tripod mount. The camera is light and portable and fits into a standard coat pocket, but it does come with a neck strap. This can also be replaced with a wrist strap. This camera was intended to be a cheap entry-level camera, and it shows. It is fully automatic and is no fuss, but it lacks simple functions. I wish I could control when the flash goes off or doesn't. Having said that though, it does feature a glass lens, which means the photos are surprisingly sharp for such a cheap camera. The minimum focal distance is set to be 0.8 meters. However, I would advise not taking any photos closer than 1 meter. All my close-up shots were either soft or missed focus altogether. I believe this is probably due to the fact that the 0.8 meter claim is probably the near edge of the depth of field. For medium distances to infinity, however, you can get some really nice photos with this camera under good lighting conditions. I basically shot this camera with an f5.6 frame of mind, if you know what I mean. So that's outdoors on a partially cloudy day. I found the flash a little bit weak indoors as well. So who's this camera for? Well, I'd recommend this for anyone looking for a fun, no frills, no fuss camera for the beach, outdoor parties, or for sort of fun holiday snaps. You will get all these things in this handsome little camera with the added bonus of the glass lens, which is relatively rare for cameras in this class. Well, I guess things are exactly as Olympus intended, seeing it's in the Trip series of cameras. Well, that's it for now, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.